Power is never given, it's taken. History is filled with rulers who tried, but few like Zenobia. How does a woman rise to challenge the might of Rome, and what happens when she refuses to bow? This is the story of a queen who dared to defy an empire and paid the price for it. Alright, picture this. It's the 3rd century and Rome is falling apart faster than a bad group project. Enter Zenobia, Queen of Palmyra, scholar, warrior, and all-around powerhouse. She didn't just rule, she expanded, taking over Egypt like she was collecting DLCs for her empire. And Rome? Well, Emperor Aurelian wasn't exactly thrilled about her growing influence. While he was busy trying to glue the crumbling empire back together, Zenobia was out here acting like Palmyra was the next big thing. But Aurelian wasn't about to let her rewrite the map. He launched a full-on military campaign in 272 CE, first cutting off her supply lines in Egypt because nothing says game over like losing your food source, before marching through Asia Minor, smacking down Palmyrene forces on the way. Zenobia had built a strong army, trained cavalry, and even had Persian and Arab allies, but Aurelian was a veteran of Rome's chaos. He was disciplined, ruthless, and determined to bring the East back under Roman rule. The Showdown? The Battle of Emesa. Zenobia's army held their ground for a while, but Roman discipline won the day. The Palmyrenes were routed, and suddenly Zenobia's grand ambitions were in freefall. She fled toward Persia for backup, hoping the Sasanian Empire would be her saving grace. But Aurelian's forces weren't about to let her escape. They caught her before she could cross the Euphrates, sealing her fate. And that's where history gets blurry. Some say Aurelian paraded her through Rome in chains before letting her live out her days in luxury like some kind of retired villain. Others say she took the tragic route, execution or even suicide. What we do know is that Palmyra wasn't quite ready to roll over. They rebelled one last time in 273 CE, thinking maybe, just maybe, they could shake off Roman rule. Aurelian answered that with overwhelming force, reducing much of the city to rubble. That was the end of Palmyra's ambitions. But Zenobia's legend didn't die with her. She became a symbol of ambition, defiance, and leadership in a world dominated by men. Her story has been retold for centuries, from medieval Arab chronicles to modern historical fiction. And Aurelian? Well, he put Rome back together until his own people assassinated him. I'll leave you to discuss in the comments. Was Zenobia a reckless rebel or a visionary queen ahead of her time? You can support us by subscribing if you haven't already. Take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and I'll catch you soon in another video.